Welcome to Confident Chaos. My name is Melinda, and I'm here to do a reading for Sagittarius. So I'm not there. Oh, yes, the cards have my see. What's going on, Sagittarius? I don't solicit readings. I don't ask for donations. All I ask for is a simple like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, let's see what's wrong, Sagittarius. What kind of energy are you in? Oh, we have Tinder. Okay. Oh, we have car sex. Okay. So, Sagittarius, I feel like right now you're enjoying yourself, having fun, probably dating, you know, participating in a little outside voyeur, a voyeur's dream, car sex. Let me see what's going on. Oh, I forgot. So, at the moment, I don't do personal readings. That might change. Also, I don't take donations. I just simply want your attention, your energy for however long the video is. Deep end. What the hell, Sagittarius? This is very sexual. So I see the sexual energy is running rampant. On the bottom, we have a Capricorn. So maybe it's a Capricorn that you are having fun with, Sagittarius. Which, okay. So what else? What else for Sagittarius? Are we here just to see Sagittarius have fun? What's going on? Okay. Victim mentality. What's going on with that, Sagittarius? Is there a dock in the house? Okay. With victim mentality, immediately. Does somebody think that you need a psychiatrist or some type of therapy, Sagittarius? What's going on? Let's see. What else do we have for Sagittarius? Let me see. Okay. You could be a short king, Sagittarius. We have short king here. Okay. And on the bottom, we have manipulate. Or Sagittarius, there's a short king that's trying to manipulate you. Let's see what's going on here. You hear someone sleeping, snoring in the background. It's my husband, the bear. Okay, let's go. What's the last deck? What do we have? Nice. You have the apple of my eye. Very proud. Okay. Oh. So some of you have sons. Because I'm kind of figuring the short king can be someone's child with the apple of my eye. Very proud. Let's see. Could be Aquarius involved. Okay. And these are just keywords trying to tell us the energy around you, Sagittarius. We have to pull decks to see what's really going on. I can give you a few scenarios. Alright. Oh, Friday. Something significant could have happened on Friday, or you have something planned for a Friday, Sagittarius. Also, we have accepting responsibilities. So do we have someone taking accountability for something here? Let's see. I'm going to pull from the pyramid, the tarot of pyramids. Hold on. Let's get a picture here for Sagittarius. It seems like the energy is just speaking about different areas in your life. So I feel like right now you're having fun, right? In your personal life. Very casual, right? Nothing stressing you out. But then it's something about home life. So something can be happening with a relative, a child, something. Someone can have Aquarius in their chart and still do the Sagittarius in question, or you have a Sagittarius around you. On Friday, we have something significant happen. Holy Spirit, please make this clear for me. Let's get Sagittarius energy. We have sincerity. Okay. We have love on the bottom. Okay. And then we have autonomy. On the bottom of the deck, we have responsibility. So with these three cards here, so this deck is not the traditional Rider-Waite, right? They don't use like the court cards. Everything is kind of like a keyword, but it's still connected to elements. So for sincerity, that is the truth. And I feel like you're at a stage in your life now where you want to seek truth in everything that you participate in. You don't want any confusion, any clouds surrounding you. They always say that confusion is not of God. So if anything is confusing in your life, that's something that you should focus on really quick to clear up, because that's not something that's sent to you for your highest good. Anything you're confused about is definitely something that you will have to eliminate, or at least rail in. But I feel like that's how you're moving forward, right? Because this is swords energy, sincerity, truth. It's like taking your sword and cutting through anything someone tells you that you don't believe is utmost truth. You want to move in love. That's the second card. And for that one, that is Pentacles, right? So I always say that if you want money to flow, you have to be able to be in a balanced energy. You can't always be in chase mode, because if you're chasing something, it's running from you, right? You want to always sit back and be able to receive. If you're desperate for something, think about it. If your child comes to you and they're in desperation for something, you want to examine, like, why are you so desperate for it? Like, that's the same way God looks at us. Like, why? This doesn't mean anything or mean as much as you think it means. Why are you so desperate? Why are you chasing it, right? I feel like that's something that probably you came to realize, and you started approaching things instead of using swords, even though it's sincere. You started approaching things with the highest frequency we have between us, that we share in energy, and that's love. That's the only thing that's going to move things in the right direction. If you don't approach things with a clear heart chakra, what are your intentions then? Is it something selfish? Is it something to gain for yourself? Are you looking out for the greater good, or just for yourself? Like, I just think that you're approaching things differently. I feel like you're trying to balance things out. Maybe back in the days, meeting someone and just having a carefree relationship served some part of you, right? But I feel like now moving forward, it's kind of like maybe this Aquarius was the one that brought it to your attention, but I feel like it kind of puts you in a victim mentality, because if you're always chasing something to make your ego feel good, or to make yourself feel good, you're always going to be chasing. Because once you get it, you feel good for what, 10, 20 minutes. It's like buying new things. You love them, you want them so bad, and then when you get it, it's like, okay, how many purses you throw in the corner after you wanted it? How many shoes you scuffed up, or shades you put creases in, because after you get it and wear it, it doesn't have the same value anymore. And I think that's the area you're coming into. Like, you're starting to approach things where you want to be sincere. You want to go at it with love. And with autonomy, that's also in the area of, oh, that's wands. I'm sorry, that's action. It's a new deck, so please, okay? So, autonomy is just carefully choosing who you want to be. It's self. I'm not going to make, okay, for example, I want to be a police officer, right? I'm not going to go to school for accounting. So autonomy is just taking stock of self, making the right decisions to get to the goal that you want to, making decisions that make sense. It's becoming who you want to be. Once you have that in mind, like, okay, I want to be this type of person, you're going to start taking steps to be that kind of person with responsibility on the bottom. Maybe you want to be able to be a person that people can lean on, that your family can lean on, right? Maybe they didn't see you that way in the past. Regardless, you're already taking steps to move in a way that pleases who you want to be, and that's all that's important. Excuse me. Let's clarify though. I'm going to use the, you know what, I'm not going to use this because I'm going to have to, it's a new deck and it's different elements. So instead of wands, you have corals. Instead of cups, you have pearls. And I don't feel like struggling right now with that. It's like your brain is set a certain way when you study the traditional tarot. And yeah, you want to spice it up a little bit, so you like the other decks, but then you have to, you know, get your mind trained to switch over. Let's see what sincerity. What's sincerity for Sagittarius? Now, I can't shuffle too loud, okay? We have strength. And 8 of Wands. So something is moving really fast. Maybe the changes that you're making, maybe how you're approaching things, maybe your attitude towards things. But you tame some type of beast within in order to make this fast movement. You want to make some type of change in how you appear. You want somebody to be proud of you. You want to be the apple of somebody's eye. Queen of Cups. And under love, it could be this Queen of Cups. What about this Queen of Cups? What about this Queen of Cups? Holy Spirit? She's healing from something with the Star. Or you can look at her as the Star. Right? Someone that you want to be a better person for. I think this is what it's all about. Hold on. Let me get a pen. Don't write it down. That title is read my mind. Give me 1 second, Sashi. I think you didn't take things too seriously, right? Relationships was just relationships. It wasn't really any pressure until you met this Queen of Cups. And how you see this person now is why you want to change and move differently and appear differently. But are you just appearing, or are you really trying to make the change? Is this all upside down? Nope. So 9 of Wands in reverse. Hold on. Let me see what else comes out with the 9 of Wands first, in reverse. Because now I'm starting to see the issue. It's like how, no matter how much you struggle to make these changes, I mean, no matter how much you try to make these changes, it's like you're struggling for some reason. Why? What's the 9 of Wands in reverse? Why is Sagittarius struggling? And when cards don't come out, it's because you're trying to silence it. Somebody's energy doesn't want to speak. Why? The Chariot. It's like hard to make movement. You know, you're struggling to move towards the goals that you've set for yourself. Like, it could be small things. Let's just say, oh, I'm gonna eat better. I'm gonna go to the gym. It's just some type of self-improvement that you want to be noticed. Like, hey, I'm making strides. I'm making changes. I'm trying, but you're struggling to make the movement. Why? Why? At the bottom, we have the 4 of Wands, which is home. That's home life. Why are you struggling? Let me pull a different deck. Remember, these are not the same elements, so bear with the system. Okay. I want to come here with the Chariot. Why is Sagittarius struggling, excuse me, to make this move and take control and make the change? Why? King of Wands. Let me get another card. Page of Pentacles. Well, let me call it the right name. King of Coral. Page of Treasure. So the changes that you're struggling to make is in your confidence and something to do with your money. So what do you lack? You're lacking confidence to change. Why? Why would you think you need money to change? You don't need money to change. Why? Sagittarius struggling with changes in here. Maybe a job change? What is this? 9 of Spears. So are you making changes in self, love, money? Because the King of Coral, let me look up the Spears really quick. Okay, Sagittarius, yes, it's going to be a challenge. Anything that we want to change about ourselves is not going to be easy because we were raised with certain stories that were told to us, thought patterns, morals, values. It's just certain things we were raised with. Certain things that people told us that don't necessarily fit into 2025, right, that you're holding on to. You have to let it go. In order to change, you got to rewire how you think about yourself. If you see yourself this way, then you have to take the steps to be that way. It's no easy way out. And with the 9 of Spears, it's like you have anxiety about changing. What are you scared of? If you see this is something that you want to do, why are you hesitant? I don't understand. Can you help me understand, Spirit? Why is Sagittarius so hesitant? If it's like you want to make a change in an area in your life, but you're afraid. You're having anxiety about it. What are you worried about? Are you worried about how people see you? You're worried about outside opinions? It's a Queen of Coral. King of Coral, Queen of Coral is a match. when it comes to love, you want to make a change. So, okay, so Sagittarius, it's like you're doing an overhaul, right? You want to change the way you move, change the way you eat, change the way you exercise or start exercising. You want to just make all these different movements in every area of your life, and it's in love, because the Queen came up here, so you have a match. And if you had a match and you were up there, I hope that's who was doing the Tinder activity, but if not, that's a whole other story. Regardless, I feel like Queen of Coral is a kind of standoffish, not believing the change, right? It's giving me that energy, and maybe that's what's stressing you out, giving you anxiety, because you know you're trying, you're making like efforts towards it. I can see it, because your 3 first tarot cards were sincerity, love, and autonomy. Off the back, you're trying to present yourself as this person. I'm no longer that person that was having car sex and meeting people on Tinder, right? I am no longer going to run from responsibility of my actions, right? I'm taking responsibility. I am prioritizing home, right? I'm trying to do things a certain way, and it just feels like it's not being accepted or received how you want it to be. Okay, well, let me tell you, baby. 7 of Coral on the bottom. Yeah, but you're adamant. Nobody can tell you the changes you feel, right? You see the changes. You know you've made a change. So don't let no one else deter you from progressing. They'll see it eventually if they're supposed to. And if they don't see it, they weren't supposed to. It's really that simple. We make it harder. It's really that simple. Who says this person has to be in your life? Who says that you won't get handed something better? You know what I mean? So if this person doesn't see the strides that you're making, Saggy, what you want me to tell you? You want me to tell you to run them down, chase them, and make them see? No. Absolutely not. They'll see when they're supposed to. Let's get some owl advice. What does our wise owl have to tell Sagittarius? What does wise owl have to tell Sagittarius? Oh no. I almost killed myself. What the hell? Okay. We have clarity in the quiet. Clarity is found in moments of stillness. Trust the silence around you to reveal what is hidden. The owl encourages you to pause, listen, and let the truth unfold. You don't have to run around showing people that you've made progress, you've made change, you're this person or that. You don't have to do that. Again, the people that's supposed to notice will, and the people that don't, so what? That's what I have for you, Saggy. I hope it helped. And I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.